Action! Good morning.
Morning.
How are we on this fine and dandy day?
Fantastic. How are you?
Awesome.
Excellent.
Bloody awesome.
Excellent.
So...
You seen my gloves?
No. See my eggs?
No. I've seen them either.
Okay, anyway, so what we're going to talk about today, Sarah?
Today we're going to talk about dealing with negativity.
Dealing with the negativity. Okay, cool.
Negeds.
Neg ferrets.
Neg ferrets is good. I like
I
that.
like that one. Hashtag. You're going to hashtag that one.
Yeah. I'll use it.
Tweet us. Tweet me. Tweet us. Tweet
I
somebody.
called a neg ferret.
Tweet us and tell us about your neg ferrets. Do you know who's in your life that's negative, and use the hashtag neg ferrets. That'd be cool. So anyway, yeah. So the topic is dealing with them.
Yes.
Yes, dealing with neg ferrets, which is pretty cool. Okay, so
Because there is the kind of unfortunate side effect of negative people, where if you don't deal with them, they drag you down to their way of thinking.
they pull you into the gutter.
They just beat you to a
Submission.
pulp, and you just feel exhausted, and battered and bruised.
Okay.
I'll stop now. So what's the solution?
What is the solution? I think the thing is, what you've got to really look at is what's causing the situation, and I think that's the thing that's wrong with the world, to be fair, as well, is they try and slap a bandage on things rather than getting to the core. What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just smiling at you.
They try and put a bandage on a situation and kind of fix it rather than find what's the root core, what's the root problem, and get to the core.
That's our lifestyle, though, isn't it? Like social media, everything's fast paced.
Yeah, it is. And then,
Email. You don't wait for a letter anymore. Email me.
Email me now. I want it now. Why ain't you sent it yet? You said you were going to send it. Why ain't you sent it yet? Why ain't you sent it yet? Why ain't you sent it yet? I'm not connected to a Wi-Fi. God damn. Wi-Fi's down. My world comes to an end. But that is the thing. You've got to find what is causing the negative situation. Do you know what's causing it to be that way? Why are they being negative? And negativity can be lots and lots of different things. Do you know, it could be bad situations that's happening in the home that they're bringing into the workplace. It could be bad situations at home that they're bringing into their business, into their life, into the sporting activity, into whatever it is they're doing. They could be pulling from other areas. So it's a matter of identifying what's causing this, and if it's something that's, for example, if it's someone in the workplace that's being really, really negative, and the issues what they have are relating to a home problem, then the conversation is pretty straightforward, isn't it? About, you know, being able to switch off and differentiate between the two. You know, you leave your packaging at home. Don't bring it in. It's not for here. This is a no negative zone.
No negative
zone. Yeah. This is all about the positivity. Keep vibes free and flowing. Yeah.
Lovely.
You like that one?
I like it. Yeah.
Good.
Very nice.
So that's one of the ways to obviously work with negatives, and I think that again, what you need to do is find, are the people they're surrounding with negative? Do you know, are the people that in a workplace, in a business environment, in a networking environment, wherever they're spending their time, is that time surrounded with negative people too?
Some of them, though, they actually thrive on it. They're actually proud that they're negative.
Yeah, I'm negative and proud.
Yeah, do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, totally.
It's like, oh, you can't tell me anything.
Yeah, that's just conditioning, though, isn't it? Do you know, that's a bit of mindset training.
It's just frustrating.
It is. No, and you know, it's dangerous, very dangerous, because we all walk around in a deductive state of consciousness, and we just naturally fall into whatever is happening the most. So if a lot of negativity is happening, we'll naturally just find ourselves falling into it.
How do they not think, though, if they spend their life being really negative and attract more negativity into their lives and so on, And then they look back on their lives in years to come, and they're like, oh yeah, it was a bit crap, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they don't think that way, do they? They don't think beyond today in many instances. They don't plan for anything. They don't look ahead. They live each day as it is. You can guarantee that if they're negative in the workplace, they're probably going to have a pretty shitty life. Do you know, they'll be complaining about where they live. They'll be complaining about the location that they live. They'll be complaining about the partners. They'll be complaining about not having enough money. They'll be complaining that they don't get enough holidays. You'll find that it's a paradigm. It's not anything that's. It's not even their fault. That's the thing about this, is it's conditioning, and you'll find that if someone's negative in one part of their life, they'll tend to be negative in all aspects of their life as well. And we know what the law of attraction does, don't we? We know what the law of attraction does is it brings more of the things that you focus on.
So they'll be moaning about work when they're at home, and then they're moaning about the home life when they're
at work. Yeah, they tell the wrong people, but that is life. Do you know?
It's very true.
So many people, they'll complain, like you just said then, about how imperfect their home life is to the people who can do nothing about it, which is the work colleagues. And vice versa, they'll complain to the partner, the husband, the wife, whatever it is, the spouses, about how shitty work is, and the partner can't do anything about it. Rather than actually, and it's down to confrontation. Do you know, I'm a little bit too afraid to confront the right people, so I'll moan about it to somebody who can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be able to change it, so I'm pretty safe, I'm protecting myself. But a lot of the time they just don't see this. People aren't aware of this, they don't know about it, so they can't change it. So it's about making sure that they're in a place where they can understand this, they can start to accept it, they can start to see that there is a need for change. And if they make that little small change, everything else changes with it.
So what would you say would be the first thing to do?
Stop being a baby. Stop being a little girl.
Grow up.
Yeah. Stop being a little girl. A little
What's
sister.
wrong with being a girl?
No, there's nothing wrong
I'm
with
a
being a
girl.
girl. If you are a girl, which is pretty cool.
There you go.
You are. What I don't. Again, it's hard to be able to answer without fully understanding the situation, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose every single one's going to be different.
Every
isn't it?
situation is going to be different, so it's.
But in a general kind of whitewash.
In a general.
All negative people. Well, shut up.
Start reading. Start reading some positive stuff. So get yourself a little book. Go and buy something like Chicken Soup for the Soul, Jack Canfield, filled with all the positive stories and inspiring, you know, empowering stories of people that's been challenged by lots of problems in their life who's come out good, you know. And this is the thing, you know, there's so much success and it doesn't happen straight away. You know, you've heard of the KFC guy, you know, Colonel Sanders, 66 years old, you know, before he made a success with KFC. He was broke when he was 50, he had no money left, he was skint, he had nothing. Walt Disney, 23 years old, he was bankrupt. J.K. Rowling, 23 years old, absolutely broke, flat broke. There's amazing stories of people all over that's changed it around on a dime. You know, they've changed it just like that, boom.
Yeah.
But you've got to change this up here first. So, do you know, read positivity. Start hanging around with more people that's positive. Start hanging around, start watching things that's positive. Stop watching the news. Stop reading the press. Stop reading all the negative stuff. Stop listening to the radio unless it's just going to play back-to-back music, which you're not going to do anyway.
No.
So get an audio book or a podcast that you're really into, what's really positive. Start reading positive books, start reading positive blogs, and start surrounding yourself with positive people. Do you know, force yourself to snap out in it. And do you know what I'd do with a team? I'd actually get a book and I'd force them to read it. Do you know, every single morning I'd get them to read me a couple of pages of the book. And force them, because sometimes you've got to force people to do something before they'll take action themselves. So I'd force them to read every single morning, do a little team meeting every morning and force each person to read a couple of pages.
Yeah.
And then give them the book and tell them to read it in their own time.
Good idea, Jonathan.
Good idea. So, your final thought?
My final thought is going to steal yours. Surround yourself with positivity and absorb it.
Yes. Embrace it, submerge yourself in it. My final thought is you know, sometimes you need to force people to do things that they don't want to do. And that's obviously what great leadership is, isn't it? It's about taking people to where they don't want to go, but where they need to be.
Yeah.
And getting them uncomfortable, because the only way we grow is when we're challenging ourselves. You know, we get fear, it means we're growing. You know, we get uncomfortable, it means we're growing. Some people, I mean, I was the same. Reading, I used to absolutely hate reading. I used to hate reading. Now, you know, I try my damnedest to see if I can rattle out a book a week, and sometimes it's the same book over and over and over and over again. I want to fully study the book and get you know, really understand it. So sometimes it's over and over, but it took a bit of persuasion for me, you know, to be able to get into it, to be able to fully understand the power of this, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Good stuff. Excellent. Go out there, crush it, guys. Read, get uncomfortable, and stop being negative, you sissies. Stop being a little girl. Go out there, be positive, smile.